Hey everyone, welcome back to my chatty, sassy corner here on YouTube where I talk about all things luxury, be it luxury fashion, luxury travel, or life's luxuries in general. Today I'm going to be doing an update to my 2023 wish list. Now, I've been very fortunate and been able to check off quite a few items, but there have been quite a few items that have also made their way back on. And I have a 2-year anniversary on YouTube coming up on Labor Day weekend in the United States. So if you have not subscribed, please do so, as I would really love to hit 2,000 subscribers by my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. So let's start off with handbags. Handbags is the biggest area. And it's the one that I need help narrowing down because I was able to tick off my green bag that I wanted. I got a Strathsbury. I was able to tick off my YSL camera bag. I also bought several more Strathsbury bags, and those had not been on my list, but they're very, very tempting for me. But what that means is that several of the bags that I started the year with on my wish list, as well as some of the bags that I've added onto my wish list, I can only get one more major luxury handbag this year, and that's perfectly okay, but it means that I need some help narrowing down because there are 5 on here that I really like. And the first of which is going to be from Footwear. Now, since I saw the Express 21 bag, I've loved that bag. But then they came out with it in this light pink and white, and that just captured my heart from the second that I saw it. And my biggest fear is that this is going to be a limited color and it's going to go away at the end of summer. And so I'm really thinking like, do I need to go ahead and get this bag since it's this color that I love all of a sudden, or am I safe to wait? And so that's definitely a big thing going on. It's not like I need this style bag, but I love this bag in this color, so it is definitely up on the list. Now, being a bit more practical is going to be the Footwear Daily Battle Zip 35 tote. I have a never full GM. It is massive, it is great, but it's not necessarily secure for when I'm traveling on airplanes and in public areas. I also do happen to have the Strathsbury Cobus tote, which is great because it's zipped and secured, but it's not necessarily big enough for what I want to have with me on the plane that I can easily just bend down and grab, or that for some reason my carry-on has to go under the plane that I get to keep with me. So because of that, I need a bigger bag that is also secure, and that's where this one comes into play. I do have a couple more plane trips coming up this year, I believe, so definitely this one would be very useful if I did bring it into my collection, but of course it's not as much fun because it is a very useful tote bag. Now, also on the useful side of things, because I have been traveling, doing more overnight trips for my job, as I got a new job in May, and because of these other weekend plane trips that are going to be coming up, I've realized that while I can still totally travel in a backpack as I did for a very long time whenever I was going on weekend trips, I don't particularly want to. I enjoy traveling with my Louis duffel, but my Keepall 55 is too big. So I'm looking at getting the Keepall 45 for my weekend trips. And so again, another usable option, but this is again a bag that's going to be around for a while and I can easily find pre-loved. Now, bag number 4. This bag, from the second that I saw it on the runway, captured my heart and soul, and it is the Fendi origami bag. I like the larger size because it would give me a larger everyday bag. I love the turtle gray color in it. I absolutely love this bag. It hasn't even launched yet, and like I'm just absolutely in love with this bag, so I'm hoping that I love it as much when I see it in person when it does launch. But this is a bag that is not particularly practical. I think it could be called usable because it would be a bigger bag in my collection, and I do really like it. But talking about a bigger bag, I also have found that I have a need for a very small, compact bag in my collection. And the bag that I'm talking about that I really would also like is the Chanel wallet on chain. I'm wanting a gray caviar. There is no gray caviar out right now, but that doesn't matter to me, is unless I'm on Rue Cambon or going to buy like my makeup products. I'm not shopping in Chanel, and so therefore this would be a pre-loved option. and so wouldn't be spending as much as the Fendi origami bag, as that bag is definitely the most expensive on the list. But this would be a very practical bag for me, but it is expensive for such a small bag. And so this is sort of, do I go with this practical bag that would be really practical for all of my traveling? But it's a pretty hard price for me to swallow for such a tiny bag. So let me know in the comments what you guys think I should go with as my major luxury bag that I keep on my wish list for this particular year, and let the other bags roll over into a new year. Now, category number 2 is going to be jewelry, and I started out with one item on my list that my husband very quickly checked off, and that is going to be the David Yurman triple station bracelet. And in its place, I have added back the Helena Y necklace from David Yurman. I just have nothing with this shape in my necklace collection, and this particular one lays very well on my larger sized chest, and so I do think this would be a really great option for me. But I'm also wanting a heavier looking watch to rotate in with my tank, which I typically wear every day. And I'm torn between the Tag Heuer Aqua Racer 35 that has this blue face with diamonds, or the Breitling Chronomat 32 with the two-tone metal. So I'm looking at either an expensive watch that has a blue face, and I'm wondering, well, will I want to wear that blue face with black? Or I'm looking at a beautiful two-tone watch that's like 3 times the price of the Tag Heuer. And so, you know, choices. This might even be a thing that eventually is more of like a next year thing, because I'm not totally decided either way on the watch, as I do love them both. Now, next up is going to be clothing. I am still wanting the Max Mara wrap coat. That is absolutely still on my wish list, and I do plan to get it off satire at some point. But I have taken off the Fendi Go-To jacket because while I love it, I just don't see myself wearing it enough in my everyday life to justify a coat of that price. I don't necessarily see myself wearing it every day or wearing it a lot for the next 10 years. I also did move the YSL Teddy jacket onto my list. Of course, the Teddy jacket became discontinued, but I did manage to find a lovely pink pre-owned one and have added that to my collection. So while you didn't see that on my 2023 wish list, it got added on and then has been checked off since. Now, moving on to accessories, there is a YSL piece that is also still on there, and it is going to be the YSL New Era cap. I have taken off the Celine cap because I just don't see a corduroy cap being a smart thing with my golden retriever. Dog hair is going to stick on it too much, but I have added 2 other products to this area, and the first is going to be a really nice portfolio for work. The one that I've picked out is the Smithson A5 portfolio in Panama in navy. This is the same one that the Princess of Wales very often carries, and so I do really like this. I think that it has a really beautiful look and would be a great work item to add a little work luxury on. Now, the other addition is that I do want to get an Hermes belt kit, and I've decided that I want to go with the 24-inch belt width with the black and a taupe leather combo, and then I want to go with the silver gamma buckle. Now, this will give me more of a subtle black belt to wear when I do not want to wear my GG Marmont belt. Now, moving on to shoes, my shoe list has basically totally changed. I was able to check off the Legend sandals that I had on my list. I also had on the Christian Louboutin Kate 85 slingbacks, only this has changed slightly. I do still want them. I no longer want them in the black suede, I now want them in the black patent. Now, for boots, the top pair that I'm really wanting this year is the Renee Calvilla Clio boots. These are the boots that Cassie Thorpe has. I actually ordered them from Browns on clearance back in April, and they were too small, so I had to return them. And since returning these boots, I can't get them out of my head. I want these boots so bad for winter, and I'm definitely looking at getting them on satire as they actually have a really good price on them. And that pretty much ticks off the shoes that I am looking for. So a pair of 85 slingbacks, they're very classic, and then a very not classic pair of boots. Now, the final thing that I did check off was the corrale. I got that for my birthday. I tried it out versus the airstrait. I'll link that video comparison down below, but I did check that off, and so I do now feel that my Dyson collection as well as my hair care collection is totally complete. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed seeing my little wish list video update here. Let me know down below what you think I should do as far as the final luxury bag to add to my collection this year. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye.